welcome back to House of Evangelo. Okay, so all of the Sonlight, if you watched my last video, you know that I'm very excited to be using Sonlight Core F, I don't think, HBL F, that's what it's called now. And I've gotten everything in, and so now I think my plan today is to go through all of the instructions and manuals and figure out what I need. We start school Monday. My kids are actually ready. We actually stopped school probably in April and have just had a long summer, so we are all kind of ready for some routine. And my youngest keeps saying she feels a little dumb, so it's good when your kids start asking for school, right? So I'm gonna go through all of these and kind of I'll probably fast forward through a lot of this so you can kind of just see what I'm doing and the list I'm making. If you look back here, this is where I have put all of my Sonlight books on that shelf, so I'm gonna kind of organize that and then just figure out what else I need to do before Monday. So you can come along with me. As you see here, I have my planner, which I do not even have turned to the right month, some sticky notes, highlighters, and a pen. And what I have done, and I can show a better view of this if you want me to, but I saw this on someone else's video. I don't remember whose. If I find it, I'll put it in the caption. But so here are all of the first couple weeks. Actually, okay, so this massive thing here is all of the core. So we've got history, Bible language, plus the science and the language arts all in here. And I've got all the weeks in there kind of organized. And what I'm going through and doing is pulling out the first 2 weeks to put them in a more of a working binder. And I don't want to write on it. So what I think I'm gonna do is copy the weekly schedule. So this part here, I'm gonna make copies of those so that I can make notes and write on it and highlight and all of those things. And I'm also making copies of the worksheets because I want to be able to sell this when I'm done. So I'll show you what that setup looks like. Here is the working binder. I have not put a cover on it yet. I'll do something pretty. And the first section is just the copies of the actual schedule. So this is week 1. Here's history, Bible, and read alouds, those things. Here's science, and this one is language arts. So I have all of those so I can go through with my pens and my markers and sticky notes and put everything. So I've got week 1 and 2. Here are my language arts worksheets. So I have those already copied and ready for that daughter. And then here are the actual original. So here's the actual ones out of the book. And now what I think I'm fixing to do is go through and read through each week. There's a quick start guide in here. So I'm gonna go through and see what I need to know. I have all of the questions, like the literature, to go along with the readers. And here, as you get back here, here's the more language arts, or actually that was science. Here's language arts, the original, and then, so I need to read all that. Here are my science worksheets all ready to go. And then in the back, I have my map. The only thing I do not have yet is the Eastern Hemisphere notebooks. Those are on the way. So I printed out the sample. The sample covers the first week or so. So let's get started. Did there, I went through and I made a list of the things I need to get that are supplies, like the timeline book. I have 2. I need to figure out which one I'm using. I need some thin expos, a small binder for science, things like that. So things I know I need to buy this week. And then now I am reading through the daily, how things work. So one of the things, they read through Psalms, and they gave this list of questions that you can ask your kids to help them dig into the Psalms and know what's going on. So I made a sticky note of those questions that I will then carry through the weeks. It's things like what is happening, is it a complaint, praise, thanksgiving, who is speaking, things like that. So I thought I would just move that along instead of having to flip back to those questions. So that's what I'm doing now. Let's keep going. Okay, I think I have it all set. So I've got me a little list. I'm gonna go to the store today or tomorrow, get their notebooks set up. And of course I still have to go through math and anything extra that is not Sonlight, but I have pulled all the books. For science, the only thing used in the first couple weeks are these 3 books. So I have those pulled, and I'm gonna come up with some sort of a basket. I can put the current things in. The only thing we are using for, did you hear that? That was a door upstairs. We're using Journey to the Eastern Hemisphere, Sweet and Sour Tales from China, Li Lun, Land of Courage. I wonder if I said that correctly. All the Small Poems and 14 more, and then Young Fu. Oh, and plus the 100 Gateway Cities, where we'll be praying through that. So those are my books that I'll put aside, and then I need to get the notebooking ordered today. And I think and I do. One thing I'm doing, my personal, I have an older one. They're talking in the background. Do you hear my children? They're trying to whisper. It's not working. My core uses the Case for Christ, but I know the new ones use this Radical book for kids, and I really liked it. I accidentally ordered it, so I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to just replace the Case for Christ with this. We'll see how that works. If you have any tips on that, let me know. If there's anything else I want to tell you before I let you go. I don't think there is. I think this is it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. This is my first time doing this. I'm sure I will get more organized as we go. But anyway, y'all have a great day, and I will see you soon with the rest of our curriculum.